Hello, everyone. So this is last panel. I'm the managing director in the Drip Dragon Fund. We are co-organizer this event. So for each conference, you had to be you're better to be the first, but the best will be the last. So we'll be the last panel.
Agree with that.
So I think the audience here is really the big fan for the token economy and for our guests in the panel. And so this is Lu Yang, founder of the VChain. Let us know some about the VChain.
Well, yeah, I mean, VChain, we start from 2015, start from consortium blockchain, and we did the ICO in August. And we are going to be a new public blockchain for a platform in June 2018. So wait for it.
Yeah, this is Eric Gu. So let us know some about Metaverse.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Hi, my name is Eric Gu, the founder of Metaverse. Our project, Metaverse, has been around for almost a year and a half. So the concept of Metaverse was inception about, I think it's July 2016, and with the idea of we're seeing that lots of assets will be digitized very soon. And there will be a lot of, I mean, everyone will have their own identity, digital identity. So you will have your own digital identity holding your digital assets. Then you can have smart contracts. Because what we believe is only digital identity can sign smart contracts. You need digital identity first, then you can have smart contracts. Then you will settle on digital assets. That's the order of things happening. That's the main idea of a metaverse.
Yeah, so everyone know the China government shut down the ICO, IMO, because in my relationship, there was a grandfather, they buy and sell the token, but they don't know what it is. So from you guys is involved in the industry. So let us know, what do you think about that?
I would say the policy released in September 1st actually, based on the complicated situation in China, I think it's the right thing to do. At least it shows, it's honestly at that time it's kind of hype. I think it's a good time to take a break by then. And also, you will give more time to the regulators to find the right way to regulate, to launch some compliance in the future. So I think it's the right thing to do.
So yeah. Eric, what do you
See, I kind of concur with Lu Yang. And last September 4th, regulation from China government is, you have to take it from their point of view, because if we always see things from our point of view is, why do you want to shut us down, right? But if you see from the regulators' point of view, what they saw back then was there are so many Ponzi scams, and that's Ponzi on smart contract. so there's we don't know how to distinguish between good projects, genuine blockchain projects, from the Ponzi scams. So let's shut them all down and just protect the investors. That's why they did it. This is my understanding.
Yeah, we most of the time I'm living and working in Shanghai, so we know what exactly the Chinese government they think about, and they really promote and support for the blockchain and technology and the industry. So you guys traveling around the world, like Japan, the Middle East, and South Asia. So can you let us know how the other countries they regulate? What is their policy?
Well, different countries has a different policy and different practices. For example, as I know, Japan has a very, let's say, advanced so far policy about the regulation and compliances. They released 16 different licenses for exchanges, including one crypto ATM license. Actually, we partner with a very interesting company, also a blockchain startup, BitOcean Japan. BitOcean Japan just got the 16 license, which is also only one ATM crypto license. So with this kind of practice, Japanese government are able to regulate those exchanges, make sure the operations, make sure the secure funds for the investors, all of the stuff. And also, on top of that, Japanese government also can require the tokens listed in those exchanges with a peer to trade with fiat currency like JPY also need to go through the different regulations and compliances. Thanks for the partnership with BitOcean Japan, VChain right now is also going through this kind of process as well. So I think this kind of practice is a try, is a very adventurous spirit try, and I think it's a good one to do it.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, just like WeChain, Metaverse also seeking for Japanese regulatory approval as well. And I mean, not only Japan, I mean, some other countries also have a very proactive view against blockchain or say cryptocurrencies. I had some personal experiences in Middle East. I was having a conversation with the regulator of the IFC of Dubai, and they just came in. They said, oh, we had a discussion like 20 minutes ago, and we found out that crypto exchanges are less risky than ICOs. So meaning, imply that they're okay for cryptocurrency exchange, but maybe not ICOs. So Dubai government is kind of open to the idea of digital asset exchanges. And also, last week I was in Thailand, Bangkok, and the Bangkok government just issued a license for exchange. And I think they might also issue, ICO license as well. And look at all the Southeast Asian countries like Cambodia, Malaysia, Philippines, Indonesia. They are kind of open to the idea. Back to the Chinese government regulators. I think they are not trying to. I think the policy is like following. They want to follow other governments' lead. They don't want to lead the market. This is my feel. That's my feeling.
And also, at least I think Chinese government is very supportive about the technology itself. In end of 2016, China released like 5 years national plan, and there was 2 new technologies being mentioned in the 5 years national plan. One is artificial intelligence, another is blockchain. So I'm sure the future is bright.
Good. So I already know the foundation is what the most main street to communicate with the token holder right now is a community. So Eric, so for Metaverse, we know the Metaverse was one of 3 public chain in China, very popular. But it seems outside and the other people don't see Metaverse, the promotion or advertisement. So what are your plan in the community?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Well, I mean, before the September 4th regulation, our strategy was to spend a lot of time inside China because it's a huge market. We focus in China, so we spend a lot of time building Chinese community. But also, we're also looking into Middle East and Japan. But after the regulation change in China, we are actually move more into overseas. Now, that's why I'm here. United States is a very good place, and Canada as well. We are establishing European operation as well. And Russian, we just had forgot to mention, we are having we call Metaverse Ambassador Program. We will find ambassadors in every major region. The first ambassador we announced was in South Korea. We have now one ambassador. We're looking for one in Silicon Valley as well. So anyone, please log on to our website, nvs.org, to apply. So I think future is bright for our metaverse. Thank you.
So for the WeChain Foundation, we know the WeChain Foundation set up the partnership with the PwC, and WeChain was also the sample in the token industry to adopt the company governance. So, Sonny, can you let us know some?
Yeah, I mean, I think the regulation and compliance for blockchain could be the win for 2018 or even 2019. Right now, we know some of the countries start to launch the regulation and compliance. Some countries not yet. But I think the most important thing is to show to the investors and to the communities and also to your partners, especially to those enterprise, like you are managing your project very well. You have a process to secure fund. You don't need to worry a thing about the project ongoing, and you keep the track, you keep the progress. So for example, we did some really interesting project with PwC together. Last week, we just announced we did the first CDRP, we call Crypto Disaster Recovery Plan. So it's about a practice to define how we manage our wallets, how we reshuffle the wallets to lower the vulnerability of the exposure of the private keys. And also, we define some really interesting rules like segregation of duty. So for example, as a CEO for the project, I'm not able to touch the wallet, for sure. So those are kind of, let's say, traditional practice, which I think could be very good in the crypto world as well. So what PwC is doing for us is not like they're auditing us, because honestly, there's no rules, and we're not like going to NASDAQ or have to go through a SOX something. But basically, we're creating some best practice in the crypto world. Like I said, for the country like Japan, they already have compliance or regulations, and then for sure we follow. For some country like not have something yet, we do what best that we can do. Like we create a best practice. Hopefully, we can make as a reference.
So, Eric?
I think crypto governance is a very big topic. There's one opinion leader I really respect, Miko. So I don't want to say anything here, because if you really want to know things about crypto governance, just log on to miko.com. That's my reference book.
Good. So we are very proud of that. Those two guests. I think we will close the panel soon, but I'd like to give our audience chance. I think we have two questions. Each of them, if you want to ask, please, yeah.
What do you think the Russia announced yesterday will have an impact on the short future that the ministry released the regulation for mining and cryptocurrency and ICO for in April of this year? Have you read the news?
So the mining ban, right?
In Russia.
Russia.
I didn't read about the news.
Let me answer this. I don't know if you watched the video that Tim Draper gave this morning. He mentioned that there will be a competition between governments. So if Russia ban mining, then people move to Canada. Canada's. Sorry. Oh, Russia open. That's great. Then
okay.
See, I was joking with my friends that when you mine in Canada, the issue is not the price of the electricity. The issue is the compliance, See, in China, when you build a mining farm, you just put up a easy house and very easy, just put things together and run, right? But in Canada, you have to put it like a very high grade. You have to wear a hard hat into the mining farm. There's a lot of cost other than electricity, very expensive, right? So there are different countries has different competitive advantage. So I mean, again, it's competition. So regulatory change people's behavior. Also, it's a talent war as well. So if a country has a very harsh policy against some new technology, then the talent will move to another country. That's very, very costly to this country. So it's a competition between governments.
So Eric, just to your question, that means competition, meaning who's going to have the next crypto leader, like a dollar in the United States world, where it's accepted everywhere. So the governments are competing with each other. So who's going to have the future of the cryptocurrency? That's what you mean? Competing?
Well, the question was, do I mean if it's a cryptocurrency war between governments, right? Is that, no, I don't mean that. I mean, I meant that governments has considerations between stability of the economy or say their regime, right? And on the other side is the pro technology. So it's a competition. It's a balance, basically. So if you emphasize on this side, then you lose talents. I think talents is most important than anything else. So, for example, before, I mean, my company used to hire a lot of foreigners from Germany, from United States, from Russia, from Middle East. But if the regulation is too harsh in this territory, then I wouldn't be able to expand, right? So I wouldn't grab talent from other place. Then my employee will go to other company. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not about establish of the dominance of currency.
Okay, so the time is over. And thanks for our two guests in the panel. Thanks all for the audience.
Thank you.
Here. Thank you.
Thank you.